Good morning. Good morning. Hope all of you are doing well. We're opening in a couple of minutes. M and Q. And ultimately, this is what we have today. We have what news do we have today? Let's see here. Let's start off with Forex Factory. It looks like we had 8:30 news in the morning, but it was Canada-based, Canada CPI, and then 10 o'clock news, GBP and USD. Hey, Alex. Okay. My voice is a bit weird today. It's going to be a big RTH gap. 200 pips to the upside. How did you do yesterday? I didn't trade yesterday at all. I wish I did. But yesterday was a no trading day for me just because of like the whole war, and I decided to sit out. And I locked my accounts before the actual open, just so I'm not tempted. But then that was regretted by me. So how about yourself, Alex? It was a good day? Yeah, nice to see. Okay, all right, so interesting PA here. Let me do a quick analysis here. We got a daily BISI. So let me do some grading here on it. Let's lock that. Okay, 4 hour again. Nothing crazy, nothing interesting. Bodies of the 4 hour are just peeping above the mean threshold of this fair value gap. From an hourly perspective, we had this bullish fair value gap here, and price has just been punching into it over the last couple of hours. Suspicious, but again, we're kind of below the mean threshold of the daily. We're in the lower half of this BISI here. It was a strong rejection here. So from an hourly perspective, am I seeing the overall draw and bias is above us? Of course. But again, like today's, like I'm going to have financial juice opened up beside me the whole time just because Trump tweets something and the whole narrative changes of the market, like we saw it yesterday. We have Powell testifying. Yeah, let's see at what time. Did I miss that? It's 10 o'clock, man. Okay, so maybe we have to wait till then. So if we can get something before 10 o'clock and it's something very clean, we'll take it. If not, we'll wait after 10. And that's going to be our position for the day. Okay. So on the 50-minute chart, let's just look at some key levels here. Below us, we have London lows not taken. We've got Asia lows not taken. Those are of interest. Above us, we have relative equal highs here. Okay. Relative equal highs. Let's give it a lie ball. And we're opening up in 1 second. The sell side here is probably going to get taken first. Relative equal lows right before the open. They've been tagged. Obvious, guys, obvious. But that doesn't mean that we can take a trade. These relative equal highs, let's flag them here. What's price bouncing off of here? It's the 6 a.m. Tuesday first presentation fair value gap. So interesting PA, right? You can see it bounced once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And we had this 8:30 news driver that created this huge wick here. But ultimately what it did is it left relative equal lows for us. So they're not relative equal. It's just, it could be tapped first before it punches higher. But right now for me, it's like a 50-50. I don't know which way price is going to go, if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. You know, we're at, if we look at the dealing range here, this is the dealing range. Like we're at midpoint right now, just above it as of right now. So like, is it going to punish higher or punish lower? We don't know. And we're going to have to wait a bit. Let's do this. 250, 500. Okay. So you can see price tagged relative equal lows. Right now it's above the RTH gap. We're going to be pushing into this 5-minute. This is actually, sorry, the wrong color here on the bottom right. But you can see here a push, you know, into RTH, and then maybe RTH highs are going to be taken right now. So these relative equal highs might be taken. We might have our first presentation in the next 50 seconds right here. Okay, so the relative equal highs have been taken that have been formed pre-session. And let's see what price is going to do right now. It rejected Tuesday's first presentation, which is today's at 6 a.m. Dropping lower. Sloppy PA so far. We're right at open once again. The sell side right here is most likely going to get hunted right now. But nothing of interest for me to trade yet. This is chaos here. And the reason why is looking at the 1 hour, you can see the bodies are still on the upper half of this fair value gap here. So let's just wait for first presentation, most likely post 10 o'clock, and then that's when we're going to position our trade. This is interesting as well. Look at this right here. Relative equal lows. That'd be funny if price left that. Oh, hey, Garrett, how's it going, man? Looking short. Yeah, the shorts are nice here. Two big levels below us. Three, actually, the 930 lows, the London lows, and the Asia lows. Likewise, man. I'm just waiting for first presentation today. The 6 a.m. is holding really nicely. But we'll have to... I'll have to wait a bit more. Powell speaking at 10 o'clock. Yeah, if Trump says that war is over, we're going long. Oh, man. You had a good day yesterday, eh? Made a couple bucks, couple pennies. Yeah, so far, there's nothing interesting happening. Nothing's still happening, guys. Like this is really sloppy price action. This is still no first presentation, no fair value gap. Price is delivering very like effectively or efficiently, sorry. Mm-hmm. price is rejecting. So it took out these second relative equal highs again. It's rejecting off of the 6 a.m. first presentation. Powell's speaking in 20 minutes. Like there's nothing here I'm interested in. I think that'd be very gambly of me to take just a short like that. It's the 1 hour. I'm not crazy about how it looks like. Yeah, very ugly, guys. There's nothing here so far. This is when you have to be a bit patient. It's because of like this whole macro situation right now. That's why it's so ugly. But this area is, rejecting nicely, but it's nothing worth trading right now. The shorts right now are really interesting. And there's really two ways of looking about it. You can see here on the 1 hour, it's a very bullish response to this fair value gap that formed at 1 a.m. But at the same time, we have all these levels, session lows that haven't been traded to. And usually price doesn't leave these things before huge rallies to the upside. So you got to kind of look here at both sides and see what's going to make most sense. So do we have a first fair value gap? It might be actually right here. This might be the first fair value gap of the session. We'll know in 35 seconds, but I'm going to start drawing it out as if it's going to appear. And I like to see fair value gaps nested within fair value gaps. I feel like they get respected better. This is going to be first presentation Tuesday, New York. First presentation 624. And this is also 624. Oh my gosh, there you go. Okay. We have our first presentation officially. Right here. Price is pushing to the upside. This 1 hour here looks, technically looks bullish, but if we look at key levels not traded to, we have bearish targets as well. Let's see if it breaks below here. That'd be really nice to see it just breaking below these levels, using this as resistance and then dropping lower. But I feel like there's gonna be no trade till 10 o'clock today. Like you can see here on the 15-minute chart, like these lows here are a bit too juicy. I think these 930 lows would be like a great first target. London would be like a second. Here are targets that I see. Like this would be like target 1, target 2. So far, no thin. So far, we got nothing. Price right now is trading into, what's this line that I have here? Not sure what this is. Let's delete it. So relative equal highs. We're trading above the mean threshold of the daily fair value gap. We're pushing into this bearish 15-minute fair value gap here. It's pushing back into first presentation right now. Let's see how it reacts off of this. I don't know if continuation is like the right move here, to be honest. I'm just not liking the levels below us. We can see it tapped it. It'd be nice to see close below it and then push lower. To be honest, like something that I'm interested in is like something like this. Even though the 1 hour looks the way it looks like it closing below, back above, and then shorting it from here, that would be nice. Because like this could be the Judah swing, right? Before the 10 o'clock news. But I'm not interested in taking this long right now. Like, could you have taken a long off of here after we rejected this 15-minute, you know, SIBI to the downside? You know, I don't know if that's high probability. It's all about the high probability setups here. Where's price hunting to? Let's see here quickly. 6 a.m. Oh, so here we've got 6 a.m. highs. So here are 6 a.m. highs. That is a level I was looking at earlier today, actually. But it would be nice to see this drop. It would be very satisfying to see this revert, take 6 a.m. highs, close lower, invert the first presentation, and then drop. What's above us? So these are London highs. But anyways, my bias today is short. We'll see what 10 o'clock gives. And then we will reconsider price to see if we need to do something. right? What's price doing? Is it topping here before the news? I would hate to get in before Powell speaks, but let's see here. So it'd be like a time-based trade. Price is trading back into first presentation. Okay, nice. Let's see if it closes. I'm going to go a quick short here. This is going to be my position here. It's the anticipation that it's going to break. I can definitely be wrong on this, but I think we're going to drop. If we close below it, then I'll be really happy with my position here. Man, I got in right at 98. Okay, that's a good close right there. All right. Okay. So my stop's right here. It's going to be aggressive. 99. And then I'm aiming for, I'm just going to aim for the first low-hanging fruit at 258. 258. 258.50. 258.50. Okay. Let's see if that holds through. I don't want to see price breaking above this level. If I'm correct on this trade, we want to see it just drop. We're going to be approaching RTH highs in a sec. Might be some resistance there. Powell speaking in 8 minutes. I want to be out of this trade in 8 minutes. This should be like a 3-minute trade. Beautiful. My stop loss is being adjusted right now. It's sitting right here. Stop loss. It's going to be above that volume gap right there that we see on the 1 minute. 314. Price came back in, touched the first presentation for value gap, pushed away from it slightly. It didn't close above it, which is great. Like, this is good reaction so far. We just want this to continue further. See how I said that price might find resistance at RTH high? You can see it tapped it and it pushed away. We want to see another, push into it and it continue melting down into our target. This is almost a 3-to-1 for me here. I think at this point we just let it ride. Just let it go. When would I go to break even? Probably like somewhere here. Like, this is going to be like where I go break even-ish. Where if it decides to pull back all the way from here, I'll get stopped out at break even. But it needs to show speed and displacement for me to do that. So far right now, price is bouncing between these two levels. Powell speaking in 6 minutes. I might do a manual close a minute before he speaks. But again, these relative equal lows should be tagged. They should be tagged. Rose K, I don't have the stomach right now to eat. Da-da. Price is pushing back into first presentation. Rejected. Nice push away there. And I just, again, it'd be really nice not to see it come back into this area and just continue dropping. But so far, it is acting as resistance here. So it's doing its job. And I think below us, again, this is going to be the Judah swing. Prices right now is displacing away from first presentation. I'll do my stop loss a bit lower here. Above the body of this candle right here. Powell speaking in 4 minutes. Price is respecting this level once again. What's giving me a bit of anxiety is price, and there you go. Price is tapped me out for minus 100, which is 50%, but I guess right now we have to wait for 10 o'clock news. Will price crash at 10 o'clock? It might. But we will see. On M&Q, price went up really high. It went up this high. That's where it went. And then it came back down, and my loss should have been a bit bigger than it is right now, but just the way Top Step works. Got lucky here, I guess. Slippage to the positive side. Powell speaking in 30 seconds. And I think this is just have a feeling price is going to rocket to the downside. What a stupid wick here. Powell speaking in. What an unfortunate. And I can't take this right now, unfortunately. I think price is heading lower here, but when it comes to 10 a.m. news, it's not worth trading through. .30 seconds. So that trade for me was something like that. There you go. Okay, 14 seconds. Let's see what this means that he's testifying. Is he going to start talking? 90-minute earlier than scheduled. Oh, he's just going to talk for 90 minutes. All right. He's testifying now. Price is bouncing off of the high of the RTH gap here once, twice, 3 times. And it's also being respected by first presentation of 6 a.m. and after 9:30 here. Right on the 1 hour, it's bullish PA, but there's still a lot of bearish levels that we have to hit. So that's why my bias overall is to the bearish side, regardless of this 1 hour here. It's a negative confluence of going short. So we'll see here. Today just might be like an afternoon session, I think. I'll see how it respects this level right here. And if it closes below it, it might be another opportunity for a short. But this has been contested many times. Price has just been trying to break to the upside. RTH high has been respecting price well as well. That's a good rejection on the 1 minute and on the 15-second here. It'd be nice to see a displacement away from here. That's what I'm waiting for right now. And then that's going to be my cue to go short. Just because price has been moving sideways for 11 minutes now. No displacement has happened yet. No fair value gap. And that's how you trade first presentations. Three to 1. But still no displacement. Not a single fair value gap has formed after 10 o'clock. Let's give price to, I don't know, like 10:15 today. Then it might have to be an afternoon session. Because so far this is messy. Like I don't have conviction right now that it's going to drop. Let's see what's going to happen here. Yeah, Fed Powell speaking. All right, FF notes. It's about interest rates, right? Due to testify on the semi-annual monetary policy report before the House Financial Service Committee in Washington, D.C. You got 2 break evens? That's good. That's good. Technically, that's where I got stopped out at. See, so price right now, like this fair value gap is at an interesting level because it's the mean threshold of the daily fair value gap, and price right now it's struggling to break into the upper half. So like it really depends how you want to look at your narrative. If it's more of a 1 hour perspective where it's breaking above or wants to break above mean threshold, or the 1 minute where you've got the first presentation And that's going to be essentially your key PDR rate to take price long or short. But this is no bueno. I do see a small 15-second fair value gap here, but again, this is no interest here. No interest here. Anyone else looking at any positions, either long or shorts? Okay, so price right now is breaking. It's going to break above. We'll see. It'll be nice to see this go up and then just close right below this level. That would be ideal. Yeah, 5 minute, 1 hour. Let's see here, 1 minute. It pushed right back down. But we'll see where it closes. That's the most important part. Remember, you want the bodies to tell the story. The wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. In 5 seconds, this candle's going to close. Let's see where it's going to close relative to the mean threshold of this fair value gap. So below it. Okay. That was kind of nice to see. But I'm not going to be shorting it right now. There's still no displacement away from this level. Like if you know, we talk about displacements, there's one displacement going into that level. Okay. But other than that, there's not much. Like price closing below here and then coming back into here and inverting both these fair value gaps, and that's a high probability short. All right, this body closed below the fair first presented again. But again, still messy. We're going to be leaving the macro soon, the 10-10 macro. And because price tried to break this so many times, this is where I'm a bit hesitant on using the fair value gap as shorting opportunities. But below us, we do have a lot of sell side. Like we will tag this probably today. So just when we're going long, always keep out for it. And what did Trump just tweet? Blast AOC dares to try and impeach him. Okay. I might attempt a short here. We'll see. Here's my attempt to short. I don't want to see price breaking these highs, and I just wanted to drop at this point. There's 15-second displacement. Let's give it a shot. Okay. That was nice to see. There you go. There's a drop. There's a drop. There you go. Rose. There you go. That's why I love you. You're my ride or die. All right, keep going, price. Keep going. I'm going to go to break even right now. So my stop right now is at break even. And at this point, let's see if we can hit 930 lows. We should be able to for $775. Really good displacement here. We're below, we're in the RTH gap. Again, if price gets to 97 here, actually my stop is a bit lower. But things are so far looking good here. If price goes back up to this level, not interested. I'm okay with breaking even, but we are expecting for price to drop lower and to hit these relative equal lows here from 930. This rejection right here is, you know, a bit skeptical about it, that it just rejected the RTH high just like that. It tried closing within it, close above it. Next candle here, we just wanted to drive lower. The moment it starts pushing higher, it's going to be a break-even trade. The RTS gap, RTH gap. Close. Close, Rose. Close. Okay. I'm moving my stop a bit here. Hold on. You know what? I'll leave my stop where it is. I break even. Keep going, price. On the 15-second, it just broke above the high here of this green box. We do want to stay below it. I don't want to see it come back higher here. It looks like this might be a break-even trade, but we'll see. There's two outcomes here. Either break even or I make money. So it's win or win. These rejections. Price right now on the 15-second is attempting to break this RTH high here through multiple 50-second candles. So you can see the bearishness on the 15-second. Again, it's a very light sentiment that it's painting, but I think we might hit. I think we might hit here. So price. So the previous candle to this 1 minute candle, it closed above RTH gap. This one's going to close above as well. Again, right now it's just, it needs to drive lower, but I think it's going to tap me out at break even. But now we just wait. And I've been tapped at break even. All right. Unfortunately. Trade didn't span out. So that was a break-even trade. And I'm hoping that it just didn't tap me out and now it's going to drop lower. That would be very unfortunate to see. But you can see here right now, it's building relative equal lows for it to target. And two unfortunate trades in a row. Here, no, I don't like this. The reason why I don't like shorts right now is just because of this rejection of this RTH gap for a subsequent time. Even though I do want these levels to be hit. It's something that I'm just surprised that this candle here just didn't drive down all the way to these lows here. Obvious levels for it to take. Right, I'm still at -1 or half a loss for today. But my interest today, again, in price, it's still, you know, it's still short. It's 10:15 right now. We're out of the macro. Price has rejected the RTH high too many times. Like we'll have to see if price were to come back up and see how it respects the mean threshold again, and it might drop. Like it might reject it and then drop once more, but we'll see. So right now price is pushing into today's first presentation once again for the 8th time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th time, depending on how you count the candles. And I'm just seeing what a short would look like from here again. It's being rejected once again, the mean threshold. We do have liquidity above us and these highs. So, could price just drop again and take out as low as it could, but it would be nice to see a disruption of the upside. Liquidity taken. So, if, for example, this candle here were to kind of go up, take all this out, and then drop lower, I think that would be a really good short to take. But if price closes above and it continues going higher, then that's something that we should watch out for. So in 24 seconds, I want to see this candle come back down and close below this level. And that would give me confidence that we might actually attempt to drive to these relative equal lows here below us. So this closure, it closed above these key levels. Again, bullish signature, market structure shift on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute. And then again, where could we be heading to? We got minor sell side above us at this point. We got minor buy side liquidity. If this next candle here closes below 303, then again, the table shift for it to push to the downside. On the 50-minute chart, you can see here, this buy side is being created below us, or sorry, the sell side. So this is a very key level here. The structure for shorts never looked better. Right now, Fed said that we could see inflation come in not as strong as expected. If that's the case, we would suggest cutting sooner. So that's essentially, you know, bullish news from Powell. We do finally have a displacement away from this level. But again, it's you know, would I be interested in taking a long like this? I just hate what we have below us. So this is, I'm going to be passing up on this long. If we didn't have these lows below us, if they were taken and then we saw something like that, that would be a nice long to take. We also punched into a 15-minute SIBI as well on the higher time frames. So, you know, is price going to, like, if price breaks above this, I think it's going to go higher. But I think for me right now, I'm going to be sitting on my hands. So I think there's nothing too interesting, guys, to be honest right now. 1 minute is looking like it, you know, broke bullish structure. It might be pushing to the upside. We have an insane amount of sell side liquidity below us. I'm liking how this is being respected here on the 1 minute. But again, my overall draw is low, but let's see here. Too much conflicting information here for my end for longs and shorts. And we're also in a not the best trading time here. But like, yeah, like right now, I think price is gonna go up before it shoots down, but it's something that you guys have to watch out for when trading it. And you'd want to get like at least like a 2R on this trade. So if price digs back down, wicks, you know, a possible long is a possibility. Let's see how this 1 minute candle is going to close here. If it closes below the mean threshold of this blue box here, higher probabilities for longs and shorts. But if it closes like I think it's going to close, again, then price might attempt to break below this level here. And I think shorts might be back on the table. For me to take the short, I need to see it break below first presentation today. think the smart traders would wait here for a high probability, high RR setup versus taking this like long that's presenting itself, which is a 1-to-1. All right. So far, nothing of interest yet. Might take a short later on today, but I guess for now, closing off the live stream. Thanks for subbing in, and we'll talk soon.